Tonight I'm going to be reading to you the first chapter, the book of Ecclesiastes. But before I do that, I quickly want you guys to understand some context to this book. We understand that the book of Ecclesiastes is believed to have been written by Solomon, the king of Israel. There are many reasons as to why we can come to the conclusion that the book of Ecclesiastes is written by King Solomon. And one of the things that scholars tend to teach on the book of Ecclesiastes is this book is biblical philosophy. In other trains of thought, this book is also understood to deal with the challenges of life and how to approach it practically, which is why a lot of people view it as biblical philosophy, because philosophical thinking often involves critical thinking. And whenever there's critical thinking, it is never black and white, but oftentimes it's gray. Therefore, as I read to you guys the book of Ecclesiastes, I would like you guys to keep in mind that most likely a lot of the things that we read are a result of King Solomon wrestling with the things that he went through in his life, especially when he had his time departed from the Lord, engaging in pagan idolatry and reflecting on what he experienced and the depravity that he experienced in sin. No matter how much wealth he had, no matter how much power he had, it doesn't satisfy. Which then leads us to the end of the book of Ecclesiastes, which I will read later. Which is why we could come to the conclusion that King Solomon is wrestling. He's wrestling with thought. He's wrestling with what he went through. He's wrestling with his decisions, like we do oftentimes. So the book of Ecclesiastes is a very down to earth book because, like the book of Proverbs, it is dealing with everyday life that everyone goes through, no matter what. No matter how powerful you are, no matter how poor you are, it doesn't matter. We all go through different things in life, and ultimately, we need God in our everyday life. With that being said, Ecclesiastes 1. The words of the preacher, the son of David, king of Jerusalem. Pointless, pointless, says the preacher. Utterly meaningless. Nothing matters. What does a person gain from all his labor at which he toils under the sun? Generations come, generations go, but the earth remains forever. The sun rises, the sun sets. Then it speeds to its place and rises there. The wind blows south, then it turns north. The wind blows all around and keeps returning to its rounds. All the rivers flow to the sea, yet the sea is not full. To the place from which the rivers flow, there they keep on returning. Everything is wearisome, more than one can express. The eye is not satisfied with seeing, the ear is not filled up with hearing. What has been is what will be. What has been done is what will be done, and there is nothing new under the sun. Is there something of which it is said, "See, this is new"? It already existed in the ages before us. No one remembers the people of long ago, and those to come will not be remembered by those who come after them. I, the preacher, have been king over Israel in Jerusalem. I wisely applied myself to seek out and investigate everything done under heaven. What a bothersome task God has given humanity to keep us occupied. I have seen all the activities that are done under the sun, and it's all pointless, feeding on wind. What is crooked can't be straightened. What is not there can't be counted. I said to myself, look, I have acquired much wisdom, more than anyone ruling Jerusalem before me. Yes, I had experienced a great deal of wisdom and knowledge, yet when I applied myself to understanding wisdom and knowledge, as well as stupidity and folly, I came to see that this too was merely feeding on wind. For in much wisdom is much grief. The more knowledge, the more suffering.